Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in. Well, it looks like things have gotten creepy, let's just say, in Amberlynn Reid's life. There's another channel, I don't know if you guys know about it. Oh Lordy, it's Jordy. And he was contacted by an ex-girlfriend of Eyebrows, aka Shlami, aka Emily, aka Tommy, I don't even know, aka Justin Feeder. I don't know. She has many new names. This is Amberlynn's new side piece. And apparently, allegedly, Eyebrows has a violent past. So I guess this is Amberlynn's rebuttal to Oh Lordy, it's Jordy's video, which was very interesting to watch. Yeah, a lot of information in that video. I suggest you go look up his channel and watch the video. But anyways, here we go.
Hello. Welcome to a new video. So this is not clickbait. Yes, I will be talking about the things that are being said about Tommy. So I actually already have a couple videos, really exciting videos and happy videos filmed. I don't have them edited yet or anything like that, but I do have them up. That was what was going to be going up next. But since...
By the way, I'd like to know, Amberlynn, what room are you in? Are you in the basement? Because it looks like it.
This has happened. I feel compelled. Like, there are a lot of times where rumors are happening and things are being said where I just keep my mouth shut. Maybe I'll like mention it like on the low.
But these are not rumors. There's actual documentation of arrests and charges that were dismissed or pled down. So these are not rumors.
Maybe like on Instagram or just in passing. But like this video is like strictly dedicated. I even wrote something because I wanted to be like in a clear mind. And as you guys know, I love to write. I love to journal. I'm able to collect my thoughts so much better in writing versus like
rain, pedal, eavesdrop.
Like speaking out loud. You guys know me. Like your girl can't speak half the time. And I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of anxiety right now filming this video. And when I am anxious, my brain does not work correctly. Like words do not come out correctly. I just feel very...
I have a question. Why are you speaking for Eyebrows? Shlami, Feeder. Why isn't she on this video speaking for herself? That seems suspect.
Like a lot. It just feels like a lot right now. So I decided to write like in journal form, the way that I would write in my journal. And I am going to read it to you guys because it's going to help me because I do feel very anxious and I do want to like have collective thoughts. I don't want to forget anything. And this is very important to me that I get this out in this moment. So before I read it, I just want to explain like in short form, this is about a reaction channel who was contacted by Tommy's ex-girlfriend's ex-wife. And this woman was immediately put on a pedestal and everything that she said was believed. People have taken everything that she said as gospel and as true.
I don't believe she was put on a pedestal, but the story that she laid out is very convincing. So no, I disagree with you.
Because a lot of you want someone to hate, and it's easy for you guys to hate Tommy for whatever reason. You guys don't know her in person.
First of all, I think a lot of people out here in girl world have been in abusive situations or abusive relationships or have been around addicts, those types of people. And we have developed, let's just say, like almost a spidey sense where we can pinpoint these people and like zero them out. And I believe that's, what the girl world community has felt about Eyebrows, is that we could clearly see that there was something off with her. The vibe wasn't right. And this is even before any of this arrest documentation came out and the story came out or whatever. Everybody had the creeps about her already. So whatever.
I do, and I'm telling you, she is lovable and likable, and I am happy and in love with her. And I know a lot of people want to like twist this like really dark narrative, but I'm telling you, it's not real. So I'm sorry I couldn't be...
Manipulation is for real.
Like a little more put together, and I'm sorry that I'm bad with my words. The fact that I have to literally look like this and read to you guys, but it's what is going to work best for me, which I have done this before, and it's usually only during
to me what that tells me, it's not the truth. Because if what you're saying is the absolute truth, and what Jordy was saying was a bunch of BS, you wouldn't need to write it down. You wouldn't need to write a story, basically, and that's what you're doing. You're telling us a story. It's not the truth.
super like anxiety inducing situations for me. And I do it in my real life as well. There are a multitude of times in my life where instead of like speaking to someone, I will write something and then I'll read it off to them. It's helpful, it's therapeutic. I learned it years and years ago, actually in therapy, probably like when I was like 17 or something. And ever since then,
Another one with the phantom therapy sessions, just like Chantal.
greatly helped me. But I am sorry that I will be facing this way the whole time. But yeah, please hear me. Like, please hear me. I know there's a difference.
Funny. I have never witnessed anybody like Chantal and Amberlynn who talk about going to therapy so much in their lifetime, but like showing absolutely no, like nothing from therapy. It's amazing.
Like listening to someone and that's that, goes in one ear and out the other, and you build your assumptions and you don't really care. But like, I need you guys to hear what I am saying.
No.
Please. I truly hate that I have to
Excuse me, why should we have to hear what you're saying when people actually give you, good advice the majority of the time, and you just completely ignore them, block them, whatever. So no, we don't have to hear you.
this. I want my channel to reflect what's real in my life and not constantly having to make videos like this, defending Tommy's character because of a reaction channel who was so hungry for views and money and hot tea that they have created a whole false storyline.
Excuse me, I don't think old Lordy, it's Jordy, is hungry for views or a storyline or money or anything like that. Get out of here.
That has thousands and thousands of people believing it. It's unfair to me, and it's unfair to Tommy. This is not the first time this reaction channel has done this. They have platformed a few people as long as they were willing to spill tea and share whatever could cause me,
Well, what that tells me is where there's smoke, there's fire. So, LOL.
or other people in my life to look bad for their benefit. There have been some serious misrepresentations made in a recent video on that reaction channel about an extremely painful chapter in Tommy's life. The video, which talks about a domestic violence situation involving Tommy and her ex, fails to include important facts, so it paints a false and harmful narrative. And I want to be very clear. Tommy is the victim here, not the one at fault.
That's not what the
The
records
details in the
say.
video were based on inaccurate and incomplete information from a third party.
Apparently, Eyebrows, her father, her pappy, is, I guess, a high-ranking official. I believe it's in the fire, within the fire department. I don't know what position he holds. But sometimes when you have a relative that's a high-ranking official, whether it be in the police department or the fire department, depending on your city, sometimes they have the power to, just get rid of tickets and charges and things like that, as a favor. So I believe that's probably what went on here, because one of the charges, it was a no contest, and then the rest, I believe, were dismissed.
With a clear agenda. Someone who has openly stated that their goal was to get revenge for their own personal reasons, and even admitted that they've tried to get revenge in the past. This kind of victim shaming is not only misleading, it's downright disgusting. It wasn't a simple incident.
I don't know. What about, what was the one person that you did this to? Casey? Remember that? You remember that whole incident? And if my memory is correct, you're an abuser as well. You've been accused of it in many relationships by multiple girlfriends. So I find it hilarious that you're out here doing this, Amberlynn.
Raj, as you can see from the charges listed about Tommy's ex, there was a weapon involved. A weapon. Please just think about that for a minute. With multiple ways to escape a garage, Tommy couldn't. Think about why. The truth is that her abuser was charged with felony charges.
It wasn't a garage. Wasn't it a basement? Wasn't she, I believe, holding someone prisoner or captive? It puts the lotion in the basket in a basement. I believe that's what the charge was, like false imprisonment.
Actions. And Tommy has spent years working on healing and working through trauma her ex caused. A lot of people are saying that Tommy must have provoked her into holding her hostage with a weapon for hours. If that were true, Tommy's ex would not have been convicted. Provoking someone or self-defense, it would not have gotten her ex convicted for the millionth time. Period.
I haven't, unless it's posted now, I have not seen a record of the ex being convicted of anything or serving any type of jail time. If anybody has seen that, let me know about it. I have not seen it.
It's incredibly hurtful to see the narrative twisted this way, and I feel compelled to speak out because no one should ever be made to feel like they are the perpetrator when they are the victim. Domestic violence is a serious issue, and we should be lifting up those who have suffered, not blaming them. I stand by Tommy because
like Casey, and didn't you abuse Destiny as well? I remember there's a story. Didn't you throw like a peg of soda at her head? Wasn't it a Mountain Dew or something? And Lord knows what you put Becky through, because we all watched it as far as Becky's decline through the months within the relationship with you. So, yeah, abuser.
Know the full story. And I've known the full story the whole time. These people have decided to leave out, and I quote, "I don't want to go into details." That is what this person said when talking about Tommy being falsely imprisoned by her ex. Why? Why? Because it would leave people...
Because maybe it's painful for them. Maybe that's why. Do you ever think about that?
Empathizing with Tommy. Instead, this person has exaggerated, lied, left out important information, and continues to create outrage against Tommy because they want revenge. This is the only way they know how to do it, and I want to make something very clear, that the abuse that Tommy endured is real, and she deserves justice and support, not ridicule and not doubt. She definitely does not deserve a reaction channel making a spectacle.
I find it funny an abuser's defending an abuser, alleged abuser. I find it hilarious. Birds of a feather once again.
Something that Tommy has spent years trying to heal from. Having this come to light, speculated about, and joked about has left a bad taste in my mouth, and I'll tell you that for sure. I have been distant from YouTube already due to the harsh things that have been said and have been lied about. Certain reaction channels have only...
I believe you are distant from YouTube because Eyebrows is a controlling abuser and she's trying to isolate you. I believe that's what's going on. That's just my opinion based on my own experience as far as being with somebody who is abusive and being in a domestic violence situation. That's what I see. She's isolating you.
Worse as the time goes
So
on.
have fun.
My channel has been boring. It went through a law, so they've been starving.
Your channel has always been boring. It's been boring for years. So what are you talking about? Come on.
They've lost their minds, and they're actively painting a narrative about Tommy that isn't real. Bringing in anonymous strangers to the storyline and believing every word that is being said.
Wait, excuse me. How is it an anonymous stranger when you just at the beginning of this video, you identified them as the wife of the ex-girlfriend? So they're not anonymous, are they? They actually exist.
While using the word allegedly. So YouTube terms of service isn't broken by them, and so the law doesn't get involved for actual slander and defamation.
This isn't
if you guys ever wanted to know what
defamation.
slander and defamation looks like, it has been months and months of what Tommy has been experiencing.
This isn't slander and defamation, like I said, if there's actual court records, Amberlynn. So, don't do the crime if you don't want your shit out there.
Certain reaction channels found out who she was. This has altered Tommy's life, and I have witnessed it. It has also altered mine. Without revealing how, I'm pretty sure it's apparent. Imagine something like this happening to you. Thank you to those who have been supportive and continue to believe in the truth and don't follow the crowd. I see you, and I'm sorry that the hate and the rumors are louder right now, but I still see you, and I love you dearly. To those spreading misinformation, I hope you take a moment to consider the impact your words have and the harm caused when the real victims are silenced or blamed. It's easy for reaction channels to say whatever they want because...
Becky, for instance, that's a good example. Casey, that's another good example.
They know their words have impact, and their audience believes whatever is said to them. This situation just proves it. Tommy was majorly abused, held hostage for hours in a garage with a weapon. And I don't feel comfortable saying what the weapon was, but use your brain for this one, please.
A pew-pew?
And she was finally able to escape, and her ex went to prison for it. And now has a felony.
Where's the documentation of this? Because the only documentation that's been posted is of Eyebrows' arrest record, not the other way around.
But somehow this reaction channel was able to manipulate their audience into believing that Tommy is the abuser. This is why victims do not share their story. And the sad thing is, Tommy didn't share hers. Someone else did. And it wasn't even the right story. It's unfair.
She's not even sharing her story now. It's you. So make that make sense.
It's twisted, and it's morally wrong. This isn't a game. This isn't for money. This isn't for views. This is Tommy's real life that is being ruined, and her mental health is being destroyed. The victim blaming all because people want drama and someone to hate is the grossest thing I've ever seen happen on Girl World. And thank you, Jordy, for reminding me why I hate this community and why I do not belong here anymore. This should have never happened.
I like Jordy.
I should not have had to do this. Tommy should not have had her personal domestic violence abuse story used for views and money on a reaction channel. That's not a reaction.
I don't think that's the reason why this was done. I believe the reason why this was done is because you're going to come on this platform with some stranger that you met from Tinder, Plenty of Fish. I don't even know where you met her at. Not even really knowing her, basically moving in. I believe you probably already moved in with her. And you're trying to paint her in this positive light. And everybody, like I said, that has the spidey sense can clearly see that there's something wrong here. So you have nobody to blame but yourself.
That is downright hatred. And people wonder why I don't want to upload. People wonder where I am. Why do I seem so sad every time I come on camera?
Because you're being isolated and you don't want to admit it. Admit it. You're being isolated. Come on. Karma.
This is why. Because before, it was, Amberlynn's so fat. She needs to lose weight.
You know what? I find it kind of funny how karma works sometimes. Our girls, Amberlynn and Chantal, both meet people on the internet, complete strangers, move in with them basically with like in a month. And then you can clearly see that neither one of them is happy in the relationship. Karma.
Step on the scale. But now things are serious. Reaction channels have morphed into something that is despicable. While I'm trying to improve my life and myself as a person and work on my BPD, reaction channels...
Excuse me, have you gone to therapy? Have you been in inpatient treatment to help this alleged diagnosis? Because I don't even think you've actually been diagnosed by a professional. So how are you trying to do that? Help your, air quotes, BPD. Get out of here.
Gotten worse. They're morphing into monsters. I'm not saying all of them because that's not the case, but there are a few.
You know what? I don't think this is the thing. You and Chantal have created this community. And I think many of us get tired of the gas lighting, the manipulation that we can clearly all see. And it comes to a point where we just are fed up and then we're going to call you out on your bullshit. And I think that's where a lot of reaction channels are at this point, is they're just tired of it. Either you be truthful with your audience, especially the ones that pay membership fees, or just get off of YouTube. Be honest or get off of YouTube. That's, basically the end of the story.
Be kicked off of a platform that I have been on for 11 years because I'm this harassed.
You're not
There's a
harassed
difference
at all.
between online hate versus straight up harassment that is destroying mine and my girlfriend's mental health and life. It's not okay. And I don't know what else to say about it.
The thing is, then don't post things on YouTube. Nobody would know any of this if you didn't post any of this. Hello? You guys do it to yourself.
Every time I express myself, I am met with invalidation, and I'm gaslighted into feeling this small. I am gaslighted into believing that I deserve this or that Tommy deserves this when we don't. So many of you scream, Tommy isn't good for you, Tommy's gonna hurt you, but it's being screamed by the people who are actively every single day hurting me.
We're not hurting you. This is like it's like, you know what it reminds me of? I don't know, all of you that are parents, and then you see your child like dating somebody that isn't good for them, and you try to warn them and warn them and warn them, and then it's like they have to, then I guess they have to finally get hurt, to realize that we were right. That's the situation here. Yeah, I can't wait till if this even eventually all blows up, the stories that are gonna come out of this one. Amazing.
You don't care about me. You don't care about my well-being. You get high off of the drama that my life brings to your channel. So you get
honestly, I don't think anybody gets high off the drama, because your drama is subpar. It's not even that exciting. Yeah, no. It's kind of creepy actually. So no, I don't get high. I don't think anybody else gets high. No, you're wrong.
And for the people watching and engaging in this sort of behavior, you are just as awful. This is a girl that is hurt. This is a girl that has been beaten and beaten and beaten. And it's like, it only just keeps getting worse. And I personally don't know how much more I can take. I truly don't. This sort of behavior should not be allowed on YouTube. And I really hope that one day my voice is heard.
But lying about cancer should be allowed on YouTube? Okay.
If you're currently suffering with domestic violence, there is a national domestic violence hotline that you can call.
Maybe Casey or Becky should have called this hotline when they were in a relationship with you. Maybe they have called it. I don't know. You're a piece of work, Amberlynn. Like I said, the records are out there. Everybody can go and look them up. Go to Oh Lordy, It's Jordy's channel. Watch the video he did on this. There's a lot of information in it. I believe it. So enjoy it while it lasts, Amberlynn. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you when I see it. Bye.